Hey, people, I am back again. My name is Mr. Omar Godwin, and today we're going to be learning a very interesting topic in our quantitative reasoning. And our topic is factors and multiples. Factors and multiples. Yep, we're going to get right into it, people, and I want you not to be distracted. Get focused. Ensure you are ready for this lesson because it promises to be interesting. Now, objectives for the day, the things I expect you after our class to know is that you should be able to define what a factor is, you should be able to explain what multiples are, examples, and how you can also look for these things. Now, we'll get straight into it, people, shouldn't we? Let's start. What are factors? Factors are numbers that can divide number exactly without a remainder. Okay, what do we mean by that? Numbers that can be divided. Factors are numbers that can divide number exactly without a remainder. Okay, so it means that these factors are quite numbers that can also divide other numbers, yet without a remainder. Now, when we talk about remainder, for example, you cannot say 2 cannot divide 5 without a remainder, because 2 and 5 will give us a remainder. So we'll look at more definitions and clarification on that. A factor is a number that you multiply with another number to get a product. Remember, product is multiplication, the solution of multiplication to the problem. Now, look at this example. Remember, we said they divide number without a remainder. Now, let's see. We're going to start off with, let's say 10. What are the factors of 10? All right. That's a brilliant way to go about it. And we said here in our chart here, factors of 10, we said they are 1, 2, we have 5, and we have 10 also. Thank you. Let's quickly x-ray these things together. 2 in 10, will it give you a remainder? Nope, it's just going to give you a straight 5. Yeah. How about 5 in 10? Will it give you a remainder? No, it's not going to. So the factor as it. 1 also 10 is going to give you 10. So there is no problem as to that definition. Numbers that you can multiply with another number to get a product. 2 times 5, you can multiply 2 and 5, it's going to give you 10. 1 times 10 will give you 10. 5 times 2 will give you 10. These are what we mean by factors. For example, according to my slide, 3 and 6 are factors of 12. Yes, do we know that? Because 12 divided by 3 will give us 4 exactly without a remainder. Yes. And also 12 divided by 6 is going to give us 2 exactly. The other factors of 12, we have 1, 2, 4, we can include 3 and 6. These are factors of 12. Is that clear, people? Yeah, I am very, very sure you'll be excited now as these kids in my chat because it's getting clearer. So we'll move to multiple. What are multiple? Multiple is a number that can be divided by another number a certain number of times without a remainder. You can see here what we have. Let's look at this chart. Is a number which can be divided by another number without a remainder. For example, we have 32 there. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Is that also? And also 32 divided by 8 is 4. Another method. Look here, we have 5. The multiples. All of these are multiples of 5. 1 times 5. 5 times 2, 3 times 5, all are multiples of 5. Yeah, they use multiply 5. For example, we say 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 are multiples of 2. How do you mean, Mr. Moore? To get these numbers, you multiply 2. Yes. Because we say they are multiples of 2. 2 times 1 will give you 2. Yes, 2 times 1, that will give you 2. Now we move on to 4. They are multiples of 2. 2 times 2 is going to give me 4. 2 times 3 is going to give me 6. 2 times 4 is going to give me 8. 2 times 5 is going to give me 10. So all of these numbers here, we said 2, we said 4, we looked at 6, the 6, we look at 8, we look at 10. All of them are multiples of 2. So you look for the numbers that we can multiply the multiples with that will give us the product, the exact answer. Look here now, we have this. The multiples of 3. We have 3, we have 6, we have 9. That's 3 times 1, 3. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 12. So sometimes we can come up and say, hey, can you give us the first multiples, the 3 multiples, or the fourth multiple of 4? Okay, 4 multiple 1, 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3. That's how we go. So look at multiples of 6 also. 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3, just that way and that way. But more importantly to our fractors and multiples, we must learn to test a factor. The tests of a factor are very useful due to the fact that they help us break down large number into smaller number. A factor will help us break down large number into smaller number. Now, 2 is a factor of a number. Is that not so? When the last digit of number is even, for example, we have 4 being even, 2 is even, 4 here is even. Now, we can say 2 is a factor of that number. That's how to test. When it ends with 0, also we can use it as a factor because it's going to give us numbers without remainder. Yes. So we move. 3 is a factor of a number. We say 3 is a factor of a number when all of the digits is divisible by 3. Now, 12 can be divided by 3. 7 can be divided by 3. 74 can be divided by 3. So, the reason why I have to bring this is to know when you have to use 2 as a factor. When you see that the last number ends with even number, you can go ahead with 2. When you know that the last number have 0, 0, 0, we can go ahead with 2, so you don't stress yourself with that. Now, also here, 3. When do you use 3? When the sum of all the digits is divisible by 3, you can go ahead and make use of your 3. 5 is a factor. When do you use 5? When the last digit is either 0 or 5. You know 5 can go here because that's 0. Any number that has 0, say 5 now, 5 and 0, 5 can divide it. 40 and 0, 5 can divide it. That's what I mean. 17 and 0, 5 can divide it. Is that also? Now, when the number ends also with 5, 5 can work. 45, 5 can divide. 65, 5 can divide it. It's so simple, boys and girls. Beautiful. We have come to the end of our lesson today. I have had a wonderful time, and I am going to be sure our class activity will be more awesome and more interesting than what we've had in our lesson today. So I want you to know that you've been able to define what factors are, and I know you also know what multiples are and how to get them. So I'm going to see you in our class activity, and I want you to do very well. Please ensure you are safe and do things that are good and profitable. From me to you, I would like to say bye-bye, to see another time.